Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Hannah, and in today's video we are doing a formal dining room decorate with me for the holiday season. So if this is something you are interested in watching, just keep on watching. All right, if you are new and just clicking on this video, first off, welcome. If you have missed my other Christmas decorates with me, I'll make sure to link them here in the cards. I did 2 more parts to this series where I decorate all of my downstairs living space, including my living room, front entryway, and kitchen area. The last of this puzzle is, of course, my formal dining room. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I created a beautiful tablescape. We did add a Christmas tree, as well as I did some swagging on our chandelier. So I'm really excited to show how it is that I decorated this holiday season. I did pick up a few new items, including some stems to make this holiday table arrangement, but hopefully you guys do enjoy. If I can link things, they will be down below in the description box, so make sure to check that out. But otherwise, I hope everybody is enjoying their holiday season and getting geared up for Christmas and all things holiday. And just want to say thank you guys all for being here and the love and support that you have showed me over the last few weeks. I truly appreciate you guys sending me your love. So it is very much dear to my heart. I just love you guys so much. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. All right, we are working on my dining tablescape. I have everything laid out. This is just the process that works best for me, especially when I'm trying to kind of create a different look. I have all of my greenery. Some of this was sourced a few years ago. I have some cedar, and then I actually recently picked up this Norfolk from Amazon. It's super great quality. I picked up a 6-foot. You guys will see what I will do with it in this video, but really great quality if you are still on the hunt for some. I have some swagging, I have some of my other essentials like candles, and then we're going to be messing with some additional stems. So again, I like to just place everything out, be organized, and then pull from it as we start to create a beautiful tablescape. All right, first things first, I am moving my chairs out of the way. I like to do this just because it allows for me to get to the center of the table without struggling. It just makes it easier for decorating in general. We're then going to be decorating my chandelier. I picked up this really beautiful burgundy gauzing from Amazon. I believe a lot of people use these for table runners or for weddings. It did come in a variety of different colors, and I think this came in a 4-pack, so I am draping multiple of these and just kind of connecting them all as one. This is in a really beautiful deep wine burgundy color. I thought this would be really beautiful for the holiday season. And then on top of that, I'm draping this Norfolk garland. I also purchased this from Amazon. I was very surprised by the quality of this. If you are out of your Norfolk from Hobby Lobby, which I stocked up on, but all of my locations are completely sold out, this was a really great alternative, and honestly highly recommend if you are still on the hunt for some really good Norfolk garland. So we are draping 2 of those around the diameter. I do have a 48-inch chandelier, so I did 2 6-foots there. And then I'm going to be bringing in this other garland that I purchased. This is the same garland that I used on my Christmas tree. It's in this really fun little berries, and I sourced this at a local shop here in San Diego. They did sell out, so I was able to find it online for additional garland pieces. So draping these along the perimeter of the chandelier there. And then we are moving to the actual table itself. Now this is a cedar that I had from previous years. I'm doing 2 of these, kind of connecting them, fluffing them up as they have been in storage for quite a while. And then I'm bringing in another cedar. So I will have a total of 6 garlands on this tablescape. I definitely feel like the more the better, because obviously, as you can see, as I add to them, it just gives it more of a full look rather than kind of a straggler looking garland. So then we're going to be bringing in another cedar on top of it. This is a little bit darker, as you guys can see, so I'm intertwining the garlands together, kind of braiding them so they look like one cohesive piece. But this is just going to give some depth, which I highly recommend if you're going to be even doing some mantles or even tablescapes. You want to have a little bit of depth between garlands, so I definitely recommend mixing different greenery together for a really beautiful look. Now from here, I'm trickling in these hurricane glasses. These are from Amazon. They did come in 3 different sizes, a tall, medium, and small, so I'm just kind of stacking these within the garland, having obviously different heights, variations from between each one. But I had these last year, and they've become a very popular item that I grab for the holiday season and just decorating in general. Next, I'm going to be deconstructing this garland as well as the stems that I sourced locally here in San Diego. Now, I did go a little bit crazy with my front entryway garland and my mantle, that it left me with almost nothing to decorate for this tablescape, so it forced me to source new stems. And I went to Hobby Lobby. They were completely picked over. They had almost nothing left in the fall department, so it led me to a local boutique to source these really beautiful stems. Now I picked up this berry garland. Like I said, I did deconstruct this into little picks. I picked up a yellow flaxseed, a burgundy stem, and a orange stem, all in my color scheme. Kind of pulled those down to size and was able to start putting these within the garland down the center of my tablescape. Now, I definitely feel like when it comes to decorating a table, I personally love more the merrier. I definitely feel like I love a really full and something that's really interesting to look at. There's a lot of depth to a tablescape when there's a lot going on, but that's just my personal style. So I definitely feel like more is more when it comes to doing a beautiful tablescape. So I just kept adding these picks throughout the garland, and then you guys will see I will trickle in some other elements for a really beautiful curated look. Next, I wanted to add a little bit more of that holiday feel, so I'm bringing in my resin figs and my resin pomegranates. These are in a really beautiful gold color, so it's definitely going to play off of more of that holiday feel. Obviously, looking at my tablescape, a lot of people are going to go, this reads very Thanksgiving, this reads very fall, which it does, but I feel like when it comes to decorating, it's all in the eye of the beholder. Everybody's going to decorate differently. Everybody's going to have a different interpretation of what holiday or Christmas looks like, and I really loved all of these colors. So again, I'm kind of bringing in that more dressier holiday feel by bringing in these gold figs and pomegranates, but they still read really beautiful with the pre-existing colors that I have here. So I'm going to bring these in, and then I'm also going to be bringing in some of those preserved sliced oranges. I've used these throughout my home this holiday season, so to keep the cohesiveness throughout my spaces, I'm bringing those in. And then I also sourced these really beautiful blue ornaments that you guys will see to kind of bring in more of that blue color. So really playing with tones and colors, textures, and just visual interest when it comes to your table. So we're just going to add these throughout and playing off of those beautiful colors. Now, once I stepped back, I definitely felt like the chandelier was reading very top heavy in the burgundy color. So I had picks left over, and I just incorporated those same colors up top around the diameter of my chandelier. That way everything was cohesive and it made sense. It wasn't just super top heavy of burgundy on top and then there was no other color. So you guys will see I just added some of those picks throughout, and I feel like everything tied together super beautifully, and you guys will definitely have to let me know what you think of this dining tablescape as well as my chandelier down below. Next, I wanted to add a Christmas tree to this corner. So we did film this at night as my Christmas tree arrived later that evening. I had my husband remove the faux maple tree from the corner and we set this up at night. This is the Norway spruce in 7.5 feet from the company Terrain. This is a sister company from Anthropology. I was really excited to see what this tree was all about. So we're just gonna be adding it to the corner. And this tree is beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. It's got the most amazing twinkle to it. It does have 2 different settings. You can just have the lights on plain, or you can set it on where it twinkles, kind of like the Grand Duchess from Home Depot. This is a gorgeous tree. It's got a really beautiful warm light to it. So if you've been contemplating it, I definitely feel like it is worth the investment. It is something that I'm going to cherish for many years. So we're gonna have it here. I'm not even gonna decorate it because honestly, it's a tree that really doesn't need it. So I wanted to show you guys a tablescape in a dark setting as well as a light setting so you could see all of the details. But this is how my dining table came out for this year, and I hopefully you guys enjoy and got some inspiration for decorating your own table this holiday season. All right, guys, and that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this formal Decorate With Me, the and last video of this Decorate With Me series. Like I mentioned in my intro, hopefully you guys are enjoying your holiday season. But until the next video, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace.